imagine this. It's late at night and you retrying to make an online payment or bank transfer. But just as you click that submit button, a notification pops up saying your device is not secure. Ugh, what do you do next? Do you try making the transaction anyway, or do you decide to cancel it and spend some time securing your device first? In today's digital age, cybersecurity awareness is paramount, but it seems many of us are still lacking in certain areas. But to better understand where we stand and how we can improve our cybersecurity practices, a recent survey by Norton conducted in August 2023 across 10 countries interviewed over 18,000 people about their online habits and behaviors. The results were fascinating and revealed some critical insights into what keeps people up at night. When it comes to cybersecurity, we know that many individuals often underestimate their risk of being targeted by cybercrime, thinking it will never happen to them. But the truth is, it could happen to anyone. And sometimes all it takes is one simple mistake to put your personal information and financial security at risk. So let us take a look at the top 5 mistakes people make online that might leave them vulnerable to cyber threats and what we can do to avoid them. 1. Using outdated software. According to the survey, nearly half of respondents admitted to using outdated software on their devices. But why would someone knowingly use outdated software? The most common reason given was simply forgetting to update it. Many people either don't know how to update their software or don't have automatic updates turned on. However, what they may not realize is that running outdated software can expose their devices to known security flaws and vulnerabilities, making them more susceptible to cyber attacks. For example, hackers could exploit these vulnerabilities to gain access to your device, steal personal information such as passwords or credit card numbers, or even take control of your device and use it to launch further attacks. In fact, a recent report by the cybersecurity firm Checkpoint found that nearly 70% of organizations worldwide have been targeted by attacks exploiting known vulnerabilities in popular software. So, what should you do? Always ensure that your software is up to date, whether it's your operating system, web browser, or other applications. Most devices have automatic update features, so make sure they are enabled. And if you're unsure how to update a particular piece of software, do some research or contact the software provider for assistance. 2. Using weak passwords. In today's digital world, having a strong password is crucial to protect your online accounts and personal information from unauthorized access. Yet, despite this, 46% of respondents admitted to using passwords that are easy to guess, such as birthdays or anniversaries, while 29% said they use the same password for most of their online accounts. Using easy-to-guess or repetitive passwords can significantly increase the risk of unauthorized access to your personal accounts. Hackers use sophisticated techniques to try and gain access to your accounts, including password spraying, where they attempt to use common passwords against multiple accounts. If you use a simple password that's easy to guess, you're more likely to fall victim to these attacks. Additionally, if you use the same password across different accounts, a hacker who gains access to one of your accounts could easily get access to all of your other accounts as well. This can lead to a domino effect, allowing hackers to access sensitive information such as bank accounts, credit cards, or even social media accounts with just one stolen password. So, what can you do to improve your password security? First, avoid using obvious passwords such as birthdays, anniversaries, or common phrases. Instead, create a unique and complex password for each of your online accounts. Use a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters to create a robust password that is difficult to guess. Consider using a password manager to help you generate and remember complex passwords across different accounts. And most importantly, never share your passwords with anyone. 3. Oversharing on social media. Over 40% of those surveyed admitted to oversharing information about themselves on social media platforms. While sharing experiences and engaging with others online is natural, oversharing personal information can increase the risk of identity theft and other cyber threats. When you post personal details like your full name, birthday, or home address on social media, you're essentially making that information publicly available. This can make you vulnerable to identity thieves who can use this information to impersonate you or gain access to your accounts. For example, a hacker could use your social media posts to learn about your travel plans and then target your accounts while you're away. They could also use your personal information to trick your friends or family into giving them access to your accounts, or even your financial information. So, what steps can you take to protect yourself from identity theft and other risks associated with oversharing on social media? First, be mindful of the information you share online. Avoid posting personal details such as your full name, address, or other identifying information. Be cautious about the photos and videos you post, as they could potentially be used to compromise your security. And always check the privacy settings on your social media accounts to ensure that only intended recipients can see your posts. 4. Not using a secure Wi-Fi network. With the rise of public Wi-Fi networks, it's become increasingly convenient for people to connect to the internet without worrying about draining their data plans. However, as noted by the survey, 34% of respondents admit to using public Wi-Fi regularly, which can expose them to potential cyber attacks. Public Wi-Fi networks are often not adequately secured, which means that hackers can easily intercept your internet connection and gain access to your device and the information you're retransmitting. For example, when you connect to a public Wi-Fi network, your device becomes vulnerable to man-in-the-middle attacks, where hackers can intercept your data, and attackers can also gain access to your personal information, such as passwords, credit card numbers, or even banking details. So, how can you stay safe when using public Wi-Fi networks? First, avoid connecting to unsecured public Wi-Fi networks, especially when accessing sensitive information such as bank accounts or credit card numbers. Instead, consider using a virtual private network (VPN), which encrypts your data and keeps it secure even on public networks. You can also use a VPN to protect your online identity by hiding your IP address and location. And always be cautious about the websites you visit when connected to public Wi-Fi. Avoid logging into personal accounts on public networks, as you may be putting your security at risk. 5. Downloading malicious apps. Today, mobile devices are an integral part of our daily lives. But did you know that many of us are unknowingly putting ourselves at risk by downloading malicious apps? According to the survey, nearly a quarter of respondents admitted to downloading apps from untrustworthy sources. But why would someone download malicious apps knowingly? Well, many people are unaware that these apps can pose a serious threat to their personal information and device security. Malicious apps can be designed to steal sensitive information such as passwords, credit card numbers, or even banking details. They can also cause significant damage to your device, such as deleting files, corrupting data, or even taking control of your device and using it to launch further attacks. So what can you do to avoid downloading malicious apps? First, always download apps from trusted sources, such as the Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Be cautious about apps that require excessive permissions, as they may be trying to access information that they don't really need. Regularly check your device for viruses and malware, and make sure you have a reliable antivirus program installed. And always read the reviews and ratings of an app before downloading it. If an app has negative reviews or a low rating, it may be a sign of a malicious or untrustworthy app. In conclusion, while many of us take certain precautions to protect our devices and personal information online, there's always room for improvement. Outdated software remains a primary gateway for cybercriminals to exploit vulnerabilities and gain unauthorized access to devices. Weak passwords significantly heighten the risk of cyber attacks by allowing hackers to easily gain access to sensitive information. Oversharing personal information on social media fuels the threat of identity theft and other privacy violations. Unsecured Wi-Fi networks leave users vulnerable to various cyber attacks and malicious apps, can stealthily access and steal sensitive personal data. By recognizing these common mistakes and taking proactive measures to avoid them, we can significantly enhance our online security and protect ourselves against cyber threats. Remember, regular software updates, strong passwords, caution when sharing information, secure Wi-Fi connections, and careful app downloads are crucial for staying safe in the digital world. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more informative content about online security and cybersecurity. And if you have any thoughts or suggestions, feel free to comment down below. We would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and stay safe online.